Hi Cancer, welcome to Buddy Tarot. This is your reading for December 2025. So let's jump right in and see what messages we have for you. All right, Cancer. So what I'm seeing here is at this point in time, there could be some changes that you're bringing into your life. You could be letting go of some habits, or just these are big changes that you're bringing in your life. And what is happening is, you're becoming the best version of yourself because of the purification process that you're going through at this time. Also, by the end of the month, in the potential outcome, there is a transformation that is happening. Not only like by mid-month, the transformation is happening uh, physically in your aura, and by the end of the month, it's more of a mental transformation, or your mind is transforming in a way which is helping you come to a big decision. So let's see. Let's look at your current situation. You could be letting go of connections, people, things, associations that don't serve you anymore. We have the moon, which is again Cancer energy. We have Temperance, and we have the Ace of Swords. So the moon represents illusions, and the Ace of Swords is clarity. And we have clarity on what has been causing us to feel lost, what unconscious behavior we might have been displaying. The moon here has the wolf and the dog, so it talks about the tamed and the untamed part of us. And with death here as the overall energy, and temperance that follows death, this is 13 and this is number 14. So it's like a resurrection energy. It's like you're becoming a purer version of yourself, because you are able to kind of see, do your shadow work with the moon here. And because I'm saying shadow work, because we have the moon with death, so it is an end to an unconscious behavior, an end to an unconscious belief, or an emotional state, or something. The moon can also be, it can represent deep emotion. So an emotional state that was preventing us from being happy or the best version of ourselves, but that is being cut through, and there is a clarity that's coming, and this is the result. You're resurrecting from death. You're resurrecting in the Temperance energy. And then we have the Empress here, which is you kind of tapping into the love, your feminine energy, being receptive, abundant. Yes, you're feeling very grounded, very supported. Money is improving for some of you, like literally, like you might see an improvement in your finances, not just in the way you look. This could be like a glow up. Some of you are going to go through a physical glow up, and then it's going to even show up in your your belongings, the things that you have. You will feel like you're supported as the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords and the King of Wands. So you are bringing in a good energy, but there is somebody you're dealing with that may not be there could be somebody you're dealing with, Cancer, or let's just say there is a part of you that still needs to be direct. With the Seven of Swords, you are carrying a beautiful energy, um, but we have the Seven of Swords. So instead of saying that there is someone around you who could be sneaky, or being strategic, we can just say that there is a need for you to be direct with somebody whose intentions you may not be sure about. So instead of, the universe wants you to kind of be your true authentic self. And with the Seven of Swords, there is something about to not cheat yourself out of what you know you deserve, because there's something that you have earned as the Queen of Pentacles. There's something that you have worked hard on as the Empress. But with the Seven of Swords, you might cheat yourself out of this abundant energy. So you have to watch out. Let's look at the King of Swords. By the end of the month, we have a mental transformation that's happening for you, that is helping you make a very balanced decision. There is a decision to wait for something. Although we are not very happy, we don't feel emotionally, we don't feel very, there is a decision to wait because we are expecting something good. But at the same time, with the Four of Cups, we might feel like we may not want what we are waiting for. Yeah, with the Two of Swords, it's like it's something we are trying to understand. And I feel like you are, because the Two of Swords is the feminine. That's the part of us that understands things. That is why it's not taking action, because something needs to be understood. But I feel like you are understanding it as the King of Swords, and you're kind of deciding to, with the King of Swords in the potential outcome, you are going to get the clarity. So maybe you might find yourself you may not, the Two of Swords is, the clarity that we have as the King of Swords, but there is a contradicting belief, or a belief that contradicts the clarity that we have. So you have to be careful to not get caught in that energy, Cancer. So this is what I have for you. If you're still watching, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your likes, shares and subscribes, and I will catch you again soon later. Bye.